look who I got! Denise, my big sister.
Ah, my soul bro, how are you?
Well,
I know.
hanging in there. To be honest, just between you and me,
And the lamppost?
in my lamppost that's circular,
Yeah.
it's I'm feeling a little less numb.
Oh, did you go through the numbness?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm just trying to figure out Mercury retrograde. That's keeping me busy.
Yeah, there's some intense I don't well, someone commented on your channel, some brilliant person, and I love what you posted, that whole thing that, about what we can expect or what to
Oh, a Mercury retrograde. Yeah.
all the redoings, and someone put, I think it was, she put it in all caps, was, or she or he, recount.
Recount.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit about that. But for those who don't know, Denise, Night Divination. Awesome, awesome. And you can talk more about your channel. But the cool thing for those who don't know is Denise and I have the exact same birth date.
I do.
Except she's old.
I'm a whole hour and a half older than you.
Yes. So she's a lot wiser than me.
Oh. No, we just have a different chart setup. That's all. Things just landed in different houses, but everything else is the same.
Yeah. So Denise, for people who don't know, I mean, obviously you have your YouTube channel, and what else? You do astrology. What else do you do?
Oh, so my first thing was astrology. I kept getting symbols, the astrological symbols, the glyphs in Dreamtime, and I'm like, I didn't know what they were, and so it finally hit me. It's like third master of the obvious here. And so that was like the late 80s, and I think that was when that harmonic convergence was
Oh
happening. Yeah, so I dove into astrology, and I dove into that, but that took me into tarot because a lot of astrologers were also into tarot, or their friends were, and
sure.
so I had a bunch of new friends suddenly. So it was astrology first, and I used to get pissed about the way they wrote about certain planets. So at one point I took all my books back to the Psychic Eye bookstore because they had this 10% towards something else if you turn in old books. So I did that. And I said, I literally was throwing the gauntlet to God and saying, you want me to study this or do this for a living? Because it just kept coming in, and the books didn't correlate with what I was getting. So I said, if you want me to do it, then you teach me. And I just kept getting tons of downloads
Oh, good.
that I still haven't read in books. So was that. And I've had years where I kind of went away with it, and because I was working with the cards and all that. So anyway, long story, I'm sorry, short. I do astrology, the natal, I do the transits, progressions, solar arcs, phases of the moon, all that. And then so I do have astrology videos finally that I started doing here. And on my channel, you'll also find, our tarot and Libby. I use Libby's deck all the time. And then I use all kinds of Lenormand and Kipper.
Yeah.
And then this other funny deck from Russia that I just love, for Trump, for Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead. And I use
Still haven't pulled him out of the box. He's still sitting in the box, and I'm going, does he need to come out? And I'm like, oh yeah.
I got so pissed at him. I've got the troll doll in the dumpster, and I used to love just slamming the lid. I got so pissed one day. Well, after, November 5th, I threw it down there under my desk, and I'm not crawling back there to get it again for a while. So I want to clean.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
So yeah, it's just crazy. Psychic Eye.
Yeah, the Psychic Eye bookstore. Yeah, 1990.
Melrose.
No, well, I have been to that one, but I lived
Okay.
in Palos Verdes, so this one was on the corner of PCH and Torrance, I think. Or,
Okay. All
yeah,
right. I'm
yeah, but yeah, Bodhi Tree and
that
stuff, yeah,
flashback.
major flashbacks, right? Yeah, Bodhi, did you go to the Bodhi Tree a lot too?
I did. Not a whole lot because I was at that time. I moved to LA in the late 80s, and somebody, a friend of mine, came over with a deck of tarot cards, and that was it.
That was
I'm
it.
like, ooh, ooh. So I went and got some and started
Yeah,
playing around with it. Yeah, so
yeah,
cool.
that's awesome.
All right, well, let's dig into some stuff. The reason this, and I've been talking about synchronicities a lot.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna shift us so I'm looking at you. Did,
Oh,
did I
yeah,
do
did you
that right? I don't know
you
if I did that right.
flip us around? Can you do it?
Yeah, I did. I think I might not have done that right.
It seems
Anyway,
like you're looking at me now. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
hear me now. Um, the reason, so Denise and I used to read a lot, and then she got real busy. I got real busy, and our schedules didn't mesh. And so I touched base with her after this debacle, and how you doing? And she goes, I keep hearing the song "Hail to the Chief," and she goes, and so we do a little deep dive with this. There's a lot of synchronicities that we should probably be paying attention to. And it's just kind of fun to do some research on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I got with this, as we drop down into, and you can find this on Wikipedia too, but some of the things that popped into my mind, there were certain songs that were made from this that popped in, that went, oh, Creedence Clearwater Revival. And as soon as I mentioned that, Denise goes, Fortunate Son. And it's all about an oppressive regime thinking that they know best for everybody. And it's like, ooh, fitting time. Jimmy Carter, which I didn't know, didn't like Hail to the Chief and like stopped it. And then everybody got mad, so he put it back into place again. There's also a Lady of the Lake reference, so it goes into Excalibur, Knights of the Round Table, where there is no king.
I have chills again, Danny. You did. Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing was, and I'm not going to mention the name of this, but if you look, and I've been getting a lot of Stephen Sondheim's, he's been popping into my head a lot. Great musical composer. When Pumpkinhead is sending in all of his picks to be nominated, Stephen Sondheim wrote "Send in the Clowns."
Oh, chills again. Chills again. Keep going. You got to tell them.
And then I got one more.
No.
More.
You have to talk about how he sped the song up.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
in 1990, Stephen Sondheim produced a play off Broadway, and it starts off with ASS. You can look it up. You can Google it. I don't want to talk about it on YouTube. They'll probably flag me. And this is for entertainment only. We're talking about musicals.
Right.
And it panned. It didn't get great reviews at all. They brought it back to Broadway in 2004, won 4 Tony Awards.
Oh.
So it must not have been that bad.
Right.
But Hail to the Chief is the opening song. And what Stephen Sondheim did was he sped it up to 3/4 time, so it sounds like a carnival barker. That. And it feels like that's the time we're in.
Yeah.
It's crazy time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and his play is so I mean, I look back at the 60s and I'm going, are we just in a time loop? What's
Right.
going on? You know, that getting into good fights, you know, John Lewis.
Yeah,
It just feels like that.
it is. Yeah. Yeah, it really is a time loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just so you guys know, like for me to hear parade music like that is torture. It's torture, and I get a lot of guidance from lyrics. And it's taught, and over the years, you know, last 35 years, I've learned like you got to listen, you got to pay attention because
Gotta pay attention.
something's coming in there.
Yeah.
Um,
And for you not to get that song out of your head.
No, I didn't get out of my head. I didn't know it was Hail to the Chief. I didn't know anything about what it was. It's just that you happened to text me right at the time I was sitting down at my table asking me, what is this song about? You know, giving myself a reading, basically.
Yeah.
Cards were awful, awful,
Yeah.
awful, awful. And
Yeah.
I won't go into what they were because I don't want to put it out there. But what I narrowed it down to was the fact that the song wouldn't leave my head for a good week.
Jeez. And what a song to have in your head.
And it drove me nuts. And
Yeah.
I mean, I literally was just like, ah. And then the election happened and things started, you know, they shifted. Maybe my guide said, you know what, Danny's already helped her because it did get better when you texted me and then we were going back and forth. It was way better. And I
Yeah.
think because you took the commitment to like, okay, she needs help. What is this really about? And then, but what I got recently though, to narrow it, to try and encapsulate it down to a fine point just for me, but I definitely am on board with everything you've got there, like the whole shamanic version. You went into all the different realms, but what I got was that, you know, Trump, he's been pissing off military generals. And I'm not going to use any other words that'll get us in trouble either, but, you know, because he's going after some of them for treason. He will end up going, I think, after some of if he gets in, I think he'll go after some of the military
Yeah.
generals for treason because of the whole withdrawal from Afghanistan. That's what he's going to call it.
Right. Right. You know, and that whole thing was, I mean, he set it up
Yeah,
to fail. So,
yeah,
you know, he was the one that had the Taliban. He wanted to bring him into Camp David.
yeah. Right. I remember. God.
I mean, you know, and we can't be upset at ourselves for not remembering all the crap that he did.
Torture. We've been tortured since 2015 when he came down that friggin' escalator with the
Yeah,
whole bag.
yeah. So anyway, we were going to do a show on Hail to the Chief, and we're not really sure where to read because it kind of gets a little wonky, a little crazy, and
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you had a couple of things on your show, and you sent out a great article from this guy about how the election may have been manipulated,
Uh,
and in the term they use is bullet ballots.
yeah, yeah.
And for those who don't know, I mean, go to Denise's community page, and it's listed down below, this Substack article on
Yeah,
how it was really good. And
it's Stephen Spoonamore that wrote
yeah,
and Tom Hartman interviewed him as well. And I also, there's another, hold on, this one that came from, it's a letter from uh four, yeah, four writers at the Washington Post to Kamala asking her, because it's like, in light of the breaches, we ask that you formally request hand recounts in at least Michigan, Nevada, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania.
yeah,
Like she's got that too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And so there's such anomalies with it, and it, but I can't get over what the term that they use for this type of, I'm only voting for the president, nothing down ballot. So it's just one vote, which is why they call it that. And then it goes and nothing else below. And normally you have a few people that do this, but in certain states, it's like really high.
Just an overwhelming amount, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you were talking, we were talking about, well, you were talking about, I was listening in your video about Joe Biden wandering around in the Amazon. I think that was you. Either way, I was watching it on TV, listening to you while I was working out. I was trying to get strong.
So you can lift all those computers.
Yes. And so the questions that I want to ask, I mean, we can look into Joe, we can look into Kamala, but what I'd kind of like to focus on is looking at the support team that they have, because they're getting all this information, hopefully, that they still have their team in place, whatever that team is. Spiritual.
Wait, are you talking about Joe and Kamala?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Are they, what kind of information are they feeding Joe and Kamala? They're both, are they both Scorpios?
Joe has 4 planets in Scorpio. It's a stellium in Scorpio like we have in Cancer, but his goes in like the 12th, 11th house. With Kamala, she's the Libra. Hold on, look real quick. She's the Libra with where's, oh, I better not take time to look for it. Anyway, she was born almost on a full moon. She's Libra sun at 27 degrees, and I only remember this because my ascendant is Aries 27 degrees, and that's her moon.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's got that Aries Libra polarity that's really good with mastering, diplomatic issues. So good for being a prosecutor, but also for handling war issues.
So my reading yesterday about the Ukraine war, this is interesting that you said that. The last reading I did, so I did Putin, I did Russia, I did Ukraine, and you just see the fighting back and forth. And I said, is this going to be solved? Is this war going to be over in 2025? And I don't know if I was making it up, but I kept getting Kamala cards, the cards that I use for Kamala. I kept getting those, and I'm like, and it was an ending. And I'm going, is a woman ending this?
Wow.
I don't know. I just want us to have hope in this, and it drives me nuts. I'm sorry, rant. Drives me nuts when mainstream media just go, okay, Trump is going to be in.
Oh yeah, they're totally accepting it. Yeah, I know. I can't tell you. Danny, I swear, I can't tell you how many readings, and this is the only reason I'm just going to keep holding the space for the truth, whether anything comes down or not. But I can't not tell you how. I mean, at least this many readings that keep telling me that we were hacked. We were totally hacked.
Yeah.
On so many levels from so many different directions by not just Russia, but also China.
Yeah. I
know.
All right.
Who knows what other countries were involved?
Yeah.
It was a concentrated coming in from all different angles.
Right. And I don't know if I want to go into that because
no, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I've already either people are going to get on board with that or not, and I'm the skeptical one, always going, well, maybe not,
yeah.
But when it keeps every single time I'm reading on something else, right, and then the hack, and Elon and the, Starlink and the ballots and the.
That's where I was going. Elon and Starlink and
Yeah.
and then you think, and well, for me, I think, well, am I just falling down this conspiracy theory rabbit hole? Maybe I need a podcast, InfoWars left.
Right?
Progressive InfoWars.
We've lost it over here. We're not coming back.
All right, so here, I'll throw a question out first.
Okay.
And let's see where this goes. Since you're the female and I'm the male, I should open up my hair because I'm very in touch with my divine feminine side.
Okay.
I'll go into any bathroom. Well, no, I won't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it depends.
Okay. Yeah.
7-Eleven around the back or or no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't put that out there. I have no idea what their bathrooms are like. They could be just fine.
I went camping the other day, and in the bathrooms they had free tampons and feminine pads in the bathrooms in a campground. Free.
Yeah.
What you're like?
I know.
You know this?
Isn't it great? I mean, now it's great. Well, that's a new thing, and I think
it's in the men. It was in the both people's bathrooms.
Oh,
so it wasn't just like in the female. I didn't go into the female bathroom. It was just the regular bathroom. It was it's
were they
malls here?
No, they weren't even unisex. That's interesting. I would never have known that. So that's good to get the other perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, here, honey, take this.
I did.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Look what I got for you. I got you a birthday present, honey. All right, so I'm gonna read on Joe, and you can read on. We'll do, and then we'll read on Kamala the second time. But let's read on Joe. And the way I want to phrase the question, you phrase the next one, is so Joe's real quiet. Everything's real quiet. I mean, he doesn't put it out there. He kind of like, oh, we're letting Ukraine use long-range missiles right now. It's like, whoa. Well, I think it's about time, but okay. Didn't see that coming, but there it is.
Yeah.
So he's got his support, he's got his team around him. What is his team saying to Joe?
Oh, okay.
So it's not what is Joe going to do? What's he feeling like?
Yeah, what's coming out of me?
People have read on that. What is his team telling him?
Okay.
In regards to, and I guess it could be, it could be in regards to the election. It can be in regards to his last couple of months in office.
Okay.
How does that, what's his team saying?
Okay. Where's he gonna try and stay? I know that's another old question.
What's that?
Or is he gonna try and stay for a while? There's those presidential emergency acts documents that he has that are top secret that no one else, thank God Trump didn't get his hands on those.
Yeah.
Because he refused that presidential daily briefing.
And yeah. He doesn't.
For us, works fine.
He doesn't need it.
No, it's all coming from the deep state.
And even Trump is now going, well, maybe I'll stay even longer. Yeah, right. As if he's going to live that long for entertainment only.
Right, but that's the truth. It's
not very entertaining if you imagine him living very.
Yeah. I mean, Libby over at Meister Tarot keeps hearing a pop, like a pop thing. I keep getting some kind of aneurysm, some kind of like, head gasket. What?
Yeah, and maybe we should read on Pumpkinhead's
Yeah, we could do
support team too. What are they feeding him? Does he listen though?
that's the thing.
Because
That's the thing, and he wouldn't remember. He just flies. He just shoots from. That's the thing. You always have to remember. He's got that moon conjunct his south node in Sag. You know, he was born almost on a full moon too, and so he just like shoots from the hip. It's like Sag just. Yeah, I mean, I love Sag for intuition, but he ain't got it. He's coming from emotional reactions. What he's doing because he hasn't done any.
yeah, yeah. All right, what is
So-
Joe Biden's team looking into, telling Joe? What are their documents that are on their desk
Yeah.
that they're going, ooh,
Yeah, what emails have they gone through? Maybe even whatever. Let's see where it all comes from, right?
yeah.
Or what's going on. So yeah, never mind. I'm debating on how to be able to, well, I have to set an intention here about the spread. What are you doing, a Celtic cross?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm using the Kipper. So I'm gonna do it differently. And I'll try to hold all the cards up, but I might
and
have.
what is and the Kipper means what?
The Kipper deck, oh, here, I'll show you real quick, just in case people haven't seen it. This one right here. Tiro Marchetti's end of the century basically is what it's. It's really good for politics and legal situations. And it's also really good for because there's a lot of people cards in it. Well,
Yeah,
not as many as the court cards in the tarot, but it's more because there's only 39 cards.
okay,
You can get more focused.
yeah,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
me. Yeah. But I think it's good. We'll get two different perspectives this way.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always thinking that I'm always pulling different decks because I mean, the energies of the cards are so powerful, and some are like I have my good tarot deck out,
Yeah.
but I didn't pull it. But at the bottom of the deck, we're in a transformation phase. But I'm using my regular Rider-Waite with this.
Mhm.
And are you still throwing?
Yeah, I'm just laying the cards out. Go for it.
Okay. Okay. So what is Joe's support team looking at? What are they finding? What's going on with that? The very first card I get is the Page of Wands. Pages are very young, new information, new growth, new ideas coming in. Something new is coming in, and then it's being challenged or crossed by the slow moving night. Another ball of information. I'm like, can't this be a little faster than the slow moving night? At the base of the reading, we get the Chariot. Things are moving. But can't we get it fast in the past as it relates to this? Past information coming up, 8 of Wands, fast.
So that's what I've been getting, Danny, he and Kamala already have. They have it.
I think so.
That's what I keep getting.
I think so. Do you think this will create any kind of battle?
Yeah, that's what we should
Yeah.
be looking at. Oh, you got the Five of Swords. Was that hanging over?
Yeah, that's at the top.
Oh, man.
Well,
I was thinking about it.
I
Laying down the
say
Yeah.
that.
laying down the sword.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And the other ones are walking away going, "You're a dick, Gary." If we go with my mood tarot deck.
You're a dick, Gary.
But he's not gonna win. He's not gonna try to win a contest with that card, is he? He's just gonna do what he's gotta do.
To me,
Right?
yeah, to me, it feels like, yeah, he's just going to do what he's got to do. He's
Yeah.
he's not laying down his sword. He's just taking the fight. That's what I interpret this as. He's just taking the fight. He's going to go, all right, I got my information. There's going to be a battle, a winning at any cost, whether that's the Pumpkinhead side or Biden's side. This is Biden's card going, I'm fighting. That's the way that I interpret it. In the potential near future, he does have a choice that he needs to make. And this is going to come to fruition in time, and he's holding the world. So there's world players that are involved in this.
Yeah.
The internal position, the Fool, going on a new journey. Yay,
Whoa.
yay, yay. But external, there's going to be all this defending his decisions on, you can't do that. You can't stay longer. You can't use your presidential powers to do whatever he does. It's going to be challenged by the right wing media. Hopes and fears is the Page of Swords, and maybe he doesn't have to swing the sword. Maybe he, maybe he doesn't have to go, oh, this has never been done, but I'm going to do it anyway. Even though I think the Republicans do that all the time. And I think maybe it's time for us to go, yeah, it hasn't been done, but you're destroying democracy. Now I hear hail to the chief in 3/4 time. It's just a joke to them. Send in the clowns. Final outcome.
Yeah, that was the other song you heard, right? Send in the clouds, right?
Send in the clowns.
Yeah.
And that's Judy Collins made that super. That was a big hit for her, and I didn't know it was written by Stephen Sondheim.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
that was the piece I didn't get.
Yeah, that's from
again,
A Little Night Music, I think.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, final outcome.
Whoa.
The Wands. Big information coming. Oh, maybe I need a clarifier.
Okay.
King of Swords.
Woo! Woo!
Okay, this is not going to be easy. We have the Devil.
Yeah.
We have loss. We have hold on. We have the Ten of Cups.
Yeah.
So I think there's something going on behind the scenes. It's
definitely.
Yeah, I think he's getting, I got a lot of wands. I got a lot of movement cards. They're planning this. Yeah.
I wonder if that Page of Swords could be a whistleblower of some type or another.
Oh, yeah.
Another, I'm getting dizzy again. Oh, this happened yesterday when I was reading on this whole thing. Ooh, yeah.
Whistleblower, yeah.
Or a leak. He's hoping, because you got it in Hopes and Fears, right? I think he's hoping somebody else will leak something so that he'll have to do it.
Yeah, and the thing that I got in the very beginning intuitively was this is going to have to come from the Republican side, so that because I don't feel a lot of fighting in the streets and anger.
Oh, I don't either.
And so I'm going, what's that about? So
no, because even all the magas are like, what? He won? What? What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? It's like James Comer, what? Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
So yeah, what'd you get?
Okay, so with the Kipper, right in the heart of the reading, I have change coming. Right? Change, and there's this gal that knights. So this is somebody given information to bring on the change. This would be one of, because the whole question was about what's the staff giving him.
Yeah.
And what's next to her is, and it's also coming into Jill, and it could even be one of their family members that's younger, but Jill's involved. And this is like ruh-roh. This would be getting all those letters. This would be getting Stephen Spoonamore's letter. This would be getting the WAPO letter, Washington
Yeah,
Post writer's letter, and other information from other countries, I would think.
Mm,
And hanging over the change, he has support. This is some advisor that he really, really trusts. That is telling him surveillance. This guy says surveillance is giving information about servers. This is my server card in this
ooh,
situation. Servers and ballot boxes, things that the card goes into, they changed things from the server level and from the ballot box level, voting machine level. And that's why we are in this place, that we're down and going, what the happened, happened, right? And he's got all this from Biden. He's getting his inner circle. He has so much support around him, giving him all that information that, like, dude, again, you got to end like this problem that we've got going on. Otherwise, we are never going to have that choice again. He's mulling it over. Everybody's mulling it over, and they're saying we've been hit bad and hard. And I mean, oh my goodness, with automation, AI automation, this card here,
yeah.
automation with
Oh,
restriction happened. Major restriction happened. They worked hard from communities all over the world, to gang up against us, because and there's a big, like, socialist, communist, whatever wave going on all over the world.
yeah, yeah,
Is the end. It's that nth degree. It's the end of Pluto in Capricorn, but then the opening up to Pluto and Aquarius, everybody says, oh, Aquarius is gonna be great. It's all just light and love. Baloney. The dark side of Aquarius is bigotry.
yeah,
I keep trying to tell everybody that. So we're fighting for humanity. We're fighting because, to me, Aquarius is the law of brotherhood and sisterhood, and we have to stand together. But these guys know what I'm getting. He's the security of our nation. He's mulling over, and it doesn't take a psychic to just follow the train of thought. If they let this go down this way, and they have proof, but then they're afraid to upset the apple cart, kind of a thing, well, then we're never going to want to vote again. And every voting cycle is big money.
yeah, yeah,
Big money.
yeah. Oh,
It's big money.
oh, yeah.
Lobbyists, just the whole vote cycle itself, it's all, none of even the tech guys, none of the tech bros would want that, because everybody, all the ad revenue, all the just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
follow it through.
And there's things that need to change with our financial system, with the money that we're pumping into this. But there'll be some battles there too.
Yeah, right. That's a good point too. Like the whole technological side with
Yeah.
Aquarius. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, good. Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
great.
that not enough?
Oh, that was enough. Hey, I need to apologize.
Yeah, for what?
Well, I forgot to say hi to Psychic Duck. Psychic Duck wants to say hi to you.
Oh,
Say hi. Say hi to Psychic Duck, Denise.
hi, Psychic Duck.
Yeah.
Never did decide whether or not he's a girl or a boy, right?
Psychic Duck is going, just shaking its beak, going, it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
He's still gonna poop every time I quack. He's got ducks.
It's so funny.
Oh no, again.
It's so funny. People are going, say hi to Psychic Duck.
You know what we should remember too is so first of all, today is Joe Biden's birthday. So let's everybody say happy birthday to him. And tomorrow is Lori's birthday. Over at the Way of Positive Change.
Oh.
Yeah. Somehow comment on one of her videos and say, Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. The way of positive change. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. So,
So
okay,
let's look at it with Kamala's people.
same thing with Kamala. What'd she
Yeah,
get?
yeah, same thing.
Okay.
And you know, and if it's the same cards, then
Well, I'll use a different deck and yeah, well, I'll do it that way. Okay.
all right.
So are we asking if she got the information, or do you want to change it up a little, or because if he got it, she got it, right?
Yeah, but she needs to
Oh, you want
to pay for it. The recount.
the recounts? I thought that happens by the state. Does she have to pay
Well,
for all the recounts?
If it's within a certain bandwidth, like 1% or 5 or whatever percentage points, then the state does an automatic recount. But if she wants to do it, then she has to pay for it.
I did not know that.
That's
Okay.
my understanding of it. I may be wrong.
So
We'll
are
get
we asking?
clarity in the comments.
Yeah, you guys can educate us. So are we asking what will she do, or what are we asking?
If she's getting information, and what will she do with it?
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
If she's getting the information, and what will she?
Okay.
God, are you getting the information? And if so,
Yeah, you're getting something good already, aren't you?
yeah, I am. Okay.
Oh, we passed the 11:11 mark. It's 11:12 now.
Oh,
Yeah. Kamala's a gateway.
Kamala, gateway.
Yeah. Somebody commented on my Lotus stands for leader of the United States. Because I was going all off on the Lotus POTUS, thing.
Yeah, Lotus POTUS.
Yeah.
And the thing, one of my cards that I got was in my Oracle decks is She of the Lotus.
Yeah.
And that's Kamala. Kamala.
Right. Yeah. Her name means lotus in Sanskrit. And then Deva is like the right, the height. Yeah, her middle name. Yeah, her mom was hooked up. Okay, so
All right.
go ahead and go whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, the first two cards that I got are representative of Kamala Harris. I got the Queen of Swords, and I'm using my White Sage Tarot. The Queen of Swords, it's a cat, Lyra, and it's being challenged by the Queen of Cups reversed.
Interesting.
So my Queen of Cups, that's because she is Joe Biden's VP. He's the King of Cups. She's the Queen of Cups. She's reversed. It's like, maybe I'm not going to be so calm. Maybe there's not going to be this calming energy, because the initial card is the Queen of Swords. She knows how to use that. At the base of the reading is the Knight of Swords. In the past, as it relates, is the Ten of Cups, unity, bringing together a new cycle. We have the Moon reversed up at the top. There's a lot of things, a lot of movement, a lot of giving and receiving information, but at the final outcome, I get the Ace of Pentacles. This is bringing forth something new, and it's with the Six of Wands riding in as a winner.
Woo! Wow, Danny. Wow.
I'm still seeing this. I don't know, maybe she's going to start, a new computer company, and she's going to be the winner of that. But I don't think so.
She's a prosecutor by everything that she's put her life into.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember her story about her, her friend that was being, abused and yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's what got her into it.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
have any more?
Um, the only one I did get a clarifier, and I got the chariot, which came out reversed. And the only, I'm thinking about that. I go, well, it's still a chariot. It's still moving. It feels like this. It still feels like they're on pause for some reason. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yes.
maybe I can send them a psychic message. We don't have much time.
I know we have December 11th as a deadline. Well, unless that's the thing, we've got electors coming in, all that other stuff. But if Biden does what I feel he could do and needs to do, it would be declared an act of war on our United States. I mean, it is an act of war to interfere in any other country's election. And it came in from all different, so if he declares an act of war, then everything stops. And
Wow.
I think, I'm not sure, we need some legal scholars, experts, but they probably don't listen to us.
But we got commenters and they
Yeah.
will set us straight.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing with the presidential, the emergency acts documents, they're top secret. They're top secret. So unless one of those guys comes in and says, hey, like we need a Lawrence Tribe or a Judge Luttig, yeah. Yeah.
They're welcome to come on the show.
Yeah, right? Oh my God. I would, yeah. Oh, I'm not worthy. So for her, I've got right in the heart of the reading is the key. So this is something really, really important, and it's a solution, maybe that opens the gate or opens the cage. She's totally committed. This is sitting right there. There's something new hanging over her or hanging over the whole situation. And it has to do with the institutions of our government. The Tower card is different than in the tarot. This would be our whole institution, all the branches of our government. Did I have the tree in here? No. This would be also the Constitution. Oh my goodness. And it knights to the bridge. Here's Kamala, the bridge. She's a Libra. So that's important. Change, wow. That's really successful is in the future positions hanging above that card. These two cards knight together. I mean, these are the two major yes cards in the Lennies, in the Lenormand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so when in the past, I'll just without holding all the card. Oh, wait, no, I need to do that. Hold on. It maybe within a month's time, the commitment she'll be able to jump in there and put her hand in, like this would be our card for when she gets sworn in. She's not going to get sworn in that soon, I don't think. But maybe in a month's time, Joe will have committed to something that frees her because, wait, these cards got mixed up. What did I do? Oh, I see. It was a key. This goes over here. The key, the important solution is to admit that we got hacked. And this has been my Elon card, the fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
That moon card that you had.
Yeah.
And you said maybe in a month time.
Yeah.
Could it be in the new moon?
It could be the new moon or the next full moon. Yeah, the new moon comes up on the 30th, I think. Is it the 30th? We've got Mercury retrograde. I forget. I think it's the 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
in
in a couple of weeks, so it could still be like.
And it could be, Danny, because these cards came next to each other. It's possible that actually went in this direction from the corner, like the moon was at the corner. It could be that 28 days from the election, or it could be, no, wait. I just heard her public honor. Oh, her public honor has been stolen.
Yeah.
I like kind of like, he's our, the ASS card, right? ASS,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, but hold on. Because I've got the vote with the four corners, I've got the vote. That's been, well, it would be the vote that could be changed. The moon card could be changed. And I think you're, like that 28-day cycle,
Yeah.
like you were saying, new moon, full moon. That song you were saying, the Hail to the Chiefs sped up, the circus, like full
Yes.
house of mirrors, and yeah, here's our 7 of Cups, basically.
Okay.
And then this has been my Joe Biden card in the Lennies. It always seems to come close to his card. And I know he doesn't look anything like this, but it came through again.
Oh,
The man card. This is Joe. If her card would have come through,
Joe, that kind of looks like me.
yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, no, well, do you want to do what is that, what is, when they comb in the hair color thing? That'd be the only thing you'd have to do.
Oh, yeah.
Dye your hair and grow a beard and get all. Yeah, you gotta get that in there. Because it's Mars,
Oh, yeah.
But you could do it. We have Mars in Capricorn, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and what's right next to him is the whip that's gonna just like.
All right, then.
Here's the Russia card. Here's the Russian abuse. Okay. But also him trying to protect. This would be Biden trying to protect, but it's been like the Russian flow. And over time, I think we have evidence. This would be our evidence card here.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time, but the time it would take would be, I think you're right on with either the new moon or the next full moon, or 28 days from about now.
Yeah.
About now.
So when you were reading in the very beginning, what I heard was.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I've got the confirmation of the foreign, the foreign interference, the Russian interference.
Ooh.
Foreign, that whole thing. Okay, I'm done. I'm
Send
done.
it to Kamala. Send that confirmation to Kamala.
Right.
Well, that's what we're reading on. She does have the confirmation.
Yeah. I mean, it looks peaceful at the end. Peaceful at the end because Biden does something. And again, here, I just did that grand tableau yesterday, or was it yesterday, the day before? I forget. My days are running together. But this card hanging over him is like the burden of self-responsibility that it's on his shoulders. He has to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm so sorry because I think can you go back to what you were thinking of?
No.
Shit. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Oh, Psychic Duck just told me. John McCain, thank you, Psychic Duck. When you were talking, and Psychic Duck is not taking off the I voted sticker.
Right.
Because Psychic Duck's vote did matter, did count, even though it's a duck. Still
works for me. Better than those bullet votes.
But I heard when you were talking about Biden, I heard John McCain come out there and where you were saying Biden is listening to and I heard John McCain.
Oh.
Before you finished your sentence, I heard he's listening to John McCain.
Oh man, we make a good team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They did have a special relationship, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And they're on different sides of the aisle. Yet still they respected each other. And Kamala and Liz Cheney, I mean, not a lot in common, but still they respect each other. They'll sit and listen to each other.
Right.
Yeah. All right. We're going to need to wrap this up. Let's do one more. Let's do one for, there's so many of us that are just really struggling with this whole awareness and things not moving fast enough, and feeling that their voice isn't heard, and feeling as empaths, feeling all the sadness and hate going towards, you know, their fellow human beings, especially the black and brown in color communities.
Right.
You know, if my neighbor who is, well, I won't go there. It's important. I mean, if he starts getting rid of anybody that doesn't look like him, anybody who doesn't eat McDonald's cheeseburgers, oh my God, how do these people keep living? No offense to McDonald's, yeah, they have sesame seeds on their buns, but the oil is crap. It's like,
Oh, and that's the thing, is those oils. Yeah.
ah, my God. And he forces JFK Jr. to eat that stuff. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
You can't have a healthy brain if you eat that kind of food.
Well, RFK's already got the friggin' brainworm anyway, right? He might as well. He's the dude that might as well. I just say, I can have and eat whatever I want. Damn it.
So let's throw a short spread, like 6 cards, whatever you want. I'm going to throw 6 on just how we navigate this time.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to use my good tarot.
Okay.
So no bad stuff will come out.
That was a beautiful deck that she created.
It is beautiful. It is, and I haven't used it in a while.
It's not, I don't know that it's good for learning. You know, there's nothing better than the Rider-Waite to get all the symbolism and the colors down. But to just get into that peaceful place, like, come on, man, we need help here. Yeah.
I use these more like oracle. Well, I read these days. I read tarot more like oracles, but
right.
These are more like an oracle deck for me. All right. What do we need to learn? What do we need to focus on? What do we need to learn? What do we need to, how do we keep our positive light shining during this time?
Very good.
I haven't used these cards in so long. I'm going, what do they mean? I see the 8 of Earth, and I go, oh yeah, Pentacles. Okay,
right. I know.
Fire. Okay, yeah.
They switch things up. I know.
And then
your Pumpkinhead deck does that, right?
Yeah. It changes me.
Bats and yeah.
And I always bring it back to the Rider-Waite because that's the deck that I learned on.
Yeah. Well, that's the original. That's what they're working off of anyway.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
right.
Usually. Or either that or Crawley's deck.
Do you want to go?
No, you go first.
All right, I will go. So, yeah. Page of Fire. So this is the Page of Wands. New information will come out. But when I saw, When I saw this card, it reminded me of maintain your passion, a youthful passion in your life. Don't get all old and curmudgeon-y and going, oh, this world sucks, it's awful, blah, 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 blah. I mean, because we can fall, well, I can fall into that pretty easily.
Oh, we all can.
Right. And I have been. So it's important to keep that youthful exuberance in your passion alive. And then I got the 6 of Wands, and that's crossing it. And that is riding in higher as a, well, in the Rider Waite as a winner. But this is also riding it's kind of like the eagle card, riding above the fray, the noise, the craziness. Don't get caught up into it, stay above it. And that's where we're going to win. I got the 3 of Pentacles, which is the 3 of Earth, which is a lot of work that needs to go into it. You need to stay with your community, with your pals. 9 of Swords is in the past, which is just this 9 of air. We can feel restricted, or we can be uplifted by this restriction so much. We don't have to listen to everything on the outside, right? So there's a little guardian. It's going to take a lot of work with the 8 of Earth, and it's a cello, so play music. And then the last card, the 3 of Water. This is the 3 of Cups. This is women celebrating together.
That's beautiful.
Having pearls of wisdom. So it's going to be okay. We just have to rise above it a little bit. Let things work its course out. We don't need to be, from this deck, we don't need to be in the weeds. We need to rise above it. We need to use our protections, not to restrict us so much or to cause us worry, but to give us a little bit of freedom. Okay.
Yeah. And maybe we need to protect others that for their freedom, to try to somehow protect, do whatever we can, I guess. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I am worried about anybody that, little Stephen Miller doesn't like. And I am worried about the trans and LGBTQ community and anyone else that,
It's
is original and unique. And
right. And I was talking to somebody the other day about that exact thing. And in my meditations, I go to a place and I think of the Underground Railway, and where we like bring people in and protect them. And I'm like, oh, I don't want it to get there though. I don't want that to be a solution, but it is.
If we need to,
we need to.
Yeah. There, and we have done those things before, so it is.
I mean, people are talking about getting up and moving, leaving, gone.
And people are self-deporting because they know that it's coming, like that's happening too.
Yeah.
Or they think it's coming. I'm hoping that it doesn't. Maybe they come back.
Right.
So I used the Awakened Soul Oracle deck it's by Ethany. You can go to her website, ethany.com.
I like that front.
Yeah, it's such a cool deck. It's got a magnetic box and a really cool book in there.
Yay. All right.
So first thing I got is Solitude. So I'll just let you look at the artwork and you guys can take what you want from that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, look at, there's some partying in the back, but she wants to get out. And the fox is in the background going, yeah, you're on the right path. Just sit there. You're doing
I made you real big. I hope it records that way.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Oh, okay. And then the next one is knowledge. So I think on one level, this is reading books to our kids and our grandkids, but also gathering knowledge about, what happened in those other times and what did we do, possibly. Knowledge about anything, because that'll keep the monkey mind from stopping. Well, I love
yes.
But it'll keep our egos. If you give your ego a job, it'll back off, right?
Right, right.
The unhealthy part of the ego. The healthy ego will just go, yeah, I'm listening to the higher self. So then the next one, vision. Put out that vision.
Yes.
Envision. I'd love this deck for that. And then, of course, you can't do that without meditating. So vision, meditate. You can envision while you're doing dishes, though, right? We can do
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I think the meditation, and then this is also looks to me like some kind of a lotus flower mandala going on.
Yes, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, right?
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe this is about envisioning Kamala there in her rightful place, envisioning Kamala there, in her rightful place, and we all have our sovereignty back.
Yeah.
And these are women that fought for sovereignty. They fought for it in the past. But then also, I went a couple more cards further. We need to have fun, as much fun as we can.
Yes.
With our family and loved ones and animals and yeah, all of that. Yeah, that's all I got. That's my story, Rich, and I'm sticking to it.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. When you saw that elephant, when you had the elephant card, and they're such matriarchal cards. And yeah, and when I looked at that, I go, yeah, well, the elephant doesn't forget. And then I started thinking more, and the elephant hears things through vibrations in their feet.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a vibration. They're getting their information from maybe a different source, a different hum.
Connected down into the earth, and yeah. Aw, I love that.
Yeah. Elephants.
Elephants are really amazing creatures.
Yes, they are. Psychic Duck rides on the back of elephants sometimes.
He does. Oh, no kidding.
She does.
She does. I'm sorry. She does. So that does, so she does lay eggs on your table sometimes, huh?
Well, when it's a she, but when it's a he, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can go anyway. So right.
Yeah. You know, Psychic Duck is laughing at you a little bit, going, "Oh, she is so human."
How dare she try to define me?
She's so human.
Oh my God. I hear you, man. Like what?
Yeah.
We got to get like out of that parameter.
Right.
Or paradigm, break through a paradigm.
Yeah, and I do have to say, I did steal that line from Dr. Gale.
Oh, which one?
She is so human.
She is so human.
Dr. Gale, she goes up into her spaceships and into space, and she's talking to her aliens, and her she'll say something, and the aliens on that she's around just laugh and go, "Oh, you are so human."
Oh yeah, well, I guess we can be entertaining, right? I mean, we turn on the TV and we look for movies and we do, do things like that, but they have us.
They have us. Come on down and help us. Help us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Denise, my soul sister, this has been awesome.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, and anytime you want to join me live on Thursdays.
Thursday.
Yeah.
1-1.
Thursday,
1-1-1-1.
Yeah, 1-1-1-1. We can step into that portal together and get in that gateway and
woohoo.
Go through that, cross over that precipice, and yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. So thank you everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe to Denise's channel. Check out her astrology stuff.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.